Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Raiders hosting the Bears, and the Raiders are 1.5-point home favorites. The over/under is at 47.5 points. The Bears are minus 105 on the money line, and the Raiders are minus 115. Now these are the pre-kickoff lines. They're going to change the closer we get to kickoff on Sunday. The Bears opened up speculatively as 1.5-point favorites, and now the line has shifted. And with the Raiders being in Vegas, there's a handful of teams that are going to get bet even more than they probably should. The Raiders being one of them, and then the fact that they're in Vegas, that's another point. But the Raiders, the Packers, the Cowboys, the 49ers all have very large followings, so they're going to get bet heavily. So even the Bears, no matter what. Head-to-head, the Bears are 4-2 against the Raiders in their last 6 meetings. The Bears have beaten the Raiders the last 2 times that they've played them. The home team is 4-2. The underdog has won the last 4 games that they've played against each other. The underdog is 4-2 against the spread and 4-2 on the money line. The over/under is 3-3 at 47.5 points. The under is a perfect 6-0. Now these aren't teams that play each other all that often. They've played each other more frequently over the years. The last time they played was on October 22nd of 2023, and the Bears won that game at home 30-12. Weather won't be a factor because now basically every NFL stadium is being built with a dome or retractable roof, and understandably in Vegas, 100-degree days. I'm out here in Arizona and it was 105 degrees today, and we're at the end of September, almost October, so I get it. As far as the stats are concerned for these teams, the Bears are averaging 247.3 yards per game through the air, which is 10th in the league. The Raiders, as much as we can say, especially with Geno Smith, a lot of his yardage does come in garbage time. It does skew the stats. He's a fantasy football legend, because it doesn't matter when he gets the yards. All that matters is he gets the yards, because they're averaging 277 yards through the air, which is 4th. And when you're down big, you usually have to pass. So stat padding. The Bears averaging 113.3 yards per game on the ground, which is 15th. The Raiders, who probably are regretting drafting a running back, top 5, are averaging 72.3, which is 30th in the league on the ground. The Bears are 9th in the league in scoring at 25.3 points per game, while the Raiders are 26th in the league at 17.7 points per game. As far as the defense is concerned, the Bears give up 256.3 yards through the air, which is not good if you go against the team quarterback by Geno Smith, because he will throw it. It's almost like the Jameis Winston effect, only he's not as charismatic as Jameis. So as you can see, his touchdowns and INTs very similar to what you'd see with Jameis. As I said, it's 256.3, which is 26th. Not that the Raiders are better. The 245.3, which is 23rd, so they're a little bit better. The Bears against the run, 139.3, which is 26th in the league. The Raiders are better against the run, 114 per game, which is 18th in the league. Not that that's spectacular, but still. The Bears give up 31 points per game, which is 28th. And the Raiders give up 24.7, which is 21st in the league. If you want to call it 25 points per game, that's where my brain was going. The Bears are 1-2. They lost to the Vikings 27-24. They were first half heroes in that game, and then they forgot how to play football against the Vikings. Then they got crushed by the Lions, start to finish 52-21, and then they dominated the Cowboys start to finish 31-14. There was no explanation for the ass whooping of what they put on the Cowboys. Caleb Williams' first win this year. For the Raiders, they beat the Patriots 20-13 week 1, and then they've dropped the next 2. 2019 to the Chargers, and they lost 41-24 to not even Jaden Daniels. It was to Marcus Mariota. I'm going to take the Bears on the money line. I will take the Bears getting the 1.5 in this one, and I'm going over. I understand when we look at these stats that the under has heavily hit, but I imagine that neither one of these teams are very good against stopping the pass, so we're going to see a lot of chunk plays. It's just who's going to score touchdowns instead of kicking field goals. Now, these are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.